Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This time I'd like to do a speech in order to complete my public speaking final test and to tell you about something that might give you a way to see a new perspective of happiness in life. Well, let's start then. The Honorable Mr. Dahnilsyah, my beloved friends, and all of you who watch this video, thank you for having me. First of all, let us praise to the presence of God, the merciful God who has bestowed our pleasures, the health, the opportunities, and the happiness we feel today. Speaking of happiness, everyone seeks happiness in life and find out different ways to achieve it. As it is a subjective feeling, everyone perceives it in a different manner. Is happiness difficult to define? What do you think makes people happy? And how? Well, to answer the first question, please keep in mind that happiness is a positive state of mind. Most of us successfully achieve it temporarily, but it is an art to learn to be happy forever. Well, yeah, it's easy to get short-term pleasures materialistically, but to sustain the feeling of happiness, it is believed that the only way is self-enlightenment or spiritual practices. So, happiness cannot be defined as the control of happiness varies from person to person. Some people connect happiness with wealth and material success. Well, for some, it may only be love-based relationship. It also varies with age. For instance, youngsters get happy when they get good jobs, whereas children become happy merely by getting toys. Some people become happy when they achieve their goals. Incorporeal factors like health, relationships, and circumstances also affect the state of mind. Sometimes a person with a lot of wealth is also unhappy if he or she is not satisfied. In the same way, if you compare your life with others and have a pessimistic view towards life, then also you get unhappy. Thus, satisfaction is very important to get happy. Furthermore, allow me to ask, how are you feeling right now? How are you really feel? In a time like this, we've been quarantined for so long, with almost no guidebook, no procedures, no rules, and how to face our future. You're struggling, aren't you? Because everything is like crashing. Everything is going downhill. Your studies, your job, your family, your dreams, your relationships with people, everything. Even the smallest things now are giving you the biggest scars. It's painful, honestly. I know, it's beyond painful. And you'll start to think, like, if only blaming something could solve them, if only blaming time and this COVID-19 would solve everything. Well, I heard once that the pursuit of happiness is our great source of unhappiness. And I like that because it's true. If we are always looking somewhere else to find happiness, it means we cannot or are not growing it under our own damn feet. Instead, we are waiting or making excuses, like I told you before. Like in this time, we are making excuses. We cannot do this, and do that. And we feel so unhappy because our plan is not working at all. Everything is so messed up because of this COVID-19. Or we even rationalizing or justifying. We are going through the hard times and telling ourselves one day. We are comforting our hearts with soon and when and if. But when we do that, what we are doing very little of is actually looking for the things we can focus on. The things we can latch onto right now and actually be happy about. And sure, there are probably small things, simple things, but As most of us discover eventually, the small things are usually the big things, aren't they? And I guess it's somewhat ironic that the times we are most satisfied with the everyday is when the everyday changes fundamentally. I mean, we only appreciate being healthy after we've been sick. We only appreciate going to work or a restaurant or hugging our family after a pandemic sweeps the globe. And we only appreciate people when they are gone. It's as if we cannot see what we will have when we have it. But I'll frankly remind you that God says, verily, with very difficulty there is relief. Even if you are someone that doesn't believe in God, they say there is always light at the end of tunnel, and eventually you will see it too. So please be patient and don't give up. You will also get through this, and you will only become stronger than you were before. It's all on process, ladies and gentlemen. To remain happy, it is very important to keep a positive attitude even with the change in circumstances, especially in a time like this. Remember, the change is not instant. It's inches. And today, you are choosing to move 1 inch toward by deciding to watch and listen to my speech. And I'm so proud of you. I really do. Even more if after the end of this video you decide to pick up some good routines such as make your bed under the sun, and do something to tell yourself that it's okay to go slow, it's okay to be anxious, it's okay to be uncertain. Realize and accept your feelings and breathe, because it is what it is. Your feelings are valid. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot control everything, and it's okay if you let things fall into place. Let it happen, because it's meant to happen. Well, you won't say it now, but at the end, you will say it to yourself, all of this was worth it, because it will be. I remember when I got rejected from my dream university. I was really sad and even become a bit depressed, I admit. But at the time, I didn't know what I know today. I didn't know that after my down phase, I will get a real job and receive my first salary. Get to know how it feels like to be a real teacher that now become one of my priceless moments ever. I didn't know at the time that I'm going to be a student in my beloved university now and become an hour day. Truthfully speaking, I never ever expected this before in my lifetime. I didn't know that I'm going to lose my dad last year. It's like I could just live the rest of my life with all of the regrets I got if that time I got accepted by my dream university. Because I would then live in Java and probably got no chance at all to be there when he needed me the most. We all need a turning point of our lives, and that's probably my turning point. Acknowledge the experiences, live in present, and be grateful for what I have until now. I finally found my real definition of happiness. And I hope you got yours too. Soon, hopefully. So again, if you feel like struggling, unhappy, and everything is not working the way you want now, just know that maybe they are working the way in which you need. Just let time tell its tale, because it's all going to be okay, and you will be happy again eventually. Until then, do not lose faith. I hope some of the points that I have conveyed today make us more appreciate our chance to be able to feel this moment. I thank you for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, that's all for today's video. Please click subscribe, like, leave a comment, and share with your friends. Thank you for watching. XOXO.